You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
He'll keep it himself.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Beckham, the return. And some strong running.
Wrap up.
Still moving. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now
off to the races down the right side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley.
That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Beckham. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
2nd down and 4.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 22. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Steps away to his left. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley.
Down the sideline he goes.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
162 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. George Kittle as the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Tua Tagovailoa, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Desmond Ridder with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that one all tied against the visiting Steelers. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Fighting him off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A first down carry for Barkley.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
They're going to look to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is fielded at the 7. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's out right at the 25.
Boy, 203 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it is 42-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Second down, here's Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he's up to the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Being chased out left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
That one complete to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Buying time to his left.
Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a throw here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here.
Over the middle, he's got Chenault.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. They'll set up to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
The Commanders going to bring out the field goal unit.
This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepprock, got that black cloud over their heads.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now he's into the clear again, and all the way down to the 5. And they're going to speed things up here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Really nice gain on the completion, however, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Barkley. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run with Barkley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
So for the Eagles, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Landover.
today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. In motion left, that's Gage. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second down, here's the option. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on third down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. But able to get it up past the 45. Sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
So first and 10 after a big mistake on fourth down with a penalty. Saquon Barkley running right. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run it again with Barkley. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 6 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Touchdown! A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Elliott now to have the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll bring a tight end in motion right.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. You look at this Eagle defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute.
Taking it right down Broadway. George Kittle, touchdown, Philadelphia. George Kittle, 74 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Running left, it's Warren. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this...
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they described that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 31-yard line. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll kick things off with one of the best rivalries in football. The New York Giants on the road in Big D. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Chris Godwin, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
Able to fight through 1 tackle. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
This one caught by Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A handoff to Barkley.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. He's into space past the 25.
And down to the 19-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Justin Jefferson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Now after the touchdown, here's